guys, welcome to my home studio. I wish you all a very wholehearted warm welcome, and my name is Kelly for those of you that are new here. And today I would like to just share a haul, this Moterm planner, and a flip through of my Hobonichi Weeks, one of 4. This is the new Croco in the new color Coral Pink. It's very cute. I really like it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like the texture of the Croco, but it's actually feels nice. Their leathers I find to be slick compared to all of my other leather planner covers, basically. They're very inexpensive, so I've been exploring and just trying out different covers for different sizes of the various planners that I do actually use. This has a snap closure on it, and it's full of all my goodies. I set it all the way up, and it still closes on the second snap there. And I have the Joanna Erica Fabric Hobonichi, and I'm showing you the Keto. I bought 6 Keto books in this beautiful design when I got my Hobonichi orders. And then I just added some laminated deco to my pockets that I've had on hand for eons. I'm talking about that origami piece of vellum because a friend of mine, my best friend in fact, she's Taiwanese American, and she made me this origami container. It has a lid. You can open it, and anyway, it reminds me of her. So I sped up this video, so I'm trying to keep up with everything. That is the mini sailor Moroccan Zine, I think it's called, fountain pen. So I have that in there, and I have a cover on my Weeks. And I'm just showing you that I decked out all the extra pages that were blank or covered with Japanese writing, since I unfortunately do not speak Japanese. And I have some simply gilded washi that I added to the back cover there, and I just added some positive quotes throughout and some just different stickers for something nice to look at. And same in the front. I try to mirror sometimes the front with the back covers. And that's Planner Society washi tape card that I pulled out there. And I have AliExpress stickers. I have Happy Planner stickers. Just a bunch of positive quotes in there, and I think it's darling. And that's how I set that up. And then I'm just going to show you all the deco that I did. Like I said, I really wanted something inspirational to look at. This is my nutrition, fitness, wellness planner. And I'm showing you the 2 Cinderella pink carriage charms. I've had those. I got those off of AliExpress many moons ago. And I added those to the bookmarkers. And then I'm telling you that has a nice back pocket in it. And I love that pocket on the side there. Have hydrangeas in there. It's very sweet. And it fits on with the cover no problem, right into this Moterm cover, so I really like that. And I love plaid. So I'm going to show you all the deco pages. And I put florals all around it. So I really think this turned out nicely. This is my favorite layout right there. And I just put copy paper, thin copy paper that I had on hand on all the pages. So at least I could, use them for something instead of just them being wasted. So I thought the positive quotes would be a good way to utilize that space. And that's my favorite layout with the gold hollow foiled stickers all around. And then I start my workout collection from the back to the front, and then I'm going to show you the year at a glance. I have my goals there. I use Shine Sticker Studios stickers on there. And I actually Xeroxed that sticker at the bottom from the stickers that I bought because I wanted to use it as a pocket and not just a sticker. So I have my goals for my nutrition plan and my fitness plan for the year. And then here on the yearly layout, I laid down some copy paper over the dates, and I put the days of the week and the dates with a Sharpie S-Gel marker. And that is where I'm going to keep my weekly weights, in the lower portion there. And then I'm showing you I have a piece of sticker backing because I ran out of glue stick and I used a different glue and it was sticking to both sides of the page, so I just stuck that in there so it wouldn't rip. And then at the top, in the top portion on the monthly section, the months are from one of the sticker books that I got from Hobby Lobby eons ago. And then I wrote all the dates out and the days of the week with the Sharpie S-Gel. And then I used a fountain pen to write weekly weights and measurements. So I will do my monthly measurements in the top portion of that. And that Sharpie S-Gel is really good for doing headers and filling out all the days of the week. I really like using that. And I use scented Herbin, Jacques Herbin ink in my fountain pen to write the headers. So, and then I have a teardrop covering up the section there because I have things written there. And this is the Paul Rubens watercolor set. It's the glitter watercolor set. I'll link it below. I got that off of Amazon. It's really it's a fun watercolor set, so I use that to watercolor all the months. And then what I'm doing is I will link the Instagram account that I got this idea from to do to show you how I'm using the months. She does it a little bit differently, but that's where I was inspired from. So I have 3 health and wellness wins of the month in that section, and I've been doing this since December when it started, and that's why I have it with that teardrop clipped together, so because it's private information obviously. So I just showed you February moving forward since it's still January. And that's how I utilize that section. I will link the Instagram account. She just does basic 3 wins of the day in general, but this is geared towards health and wellness, so I choose health and wellness wins of the day. And then I have that beautiful purple ollie clip with holographic silver stars on it, and I clip that to the months section and then to the week section with the day that I'm on. And I'm just showing you that there. My ollie clip. I've had that for a while. So I really like that because it makes it easy to flip through it. And then the sticker on the top where I have the 3 health and wellness wins of the day, that is from Planner Society. And then at the bottom, it says goals, and that stamp is an Allie Edwards stamp. For the last 4 years, I've been doing one little word, so I really highly recommend Allie Edwards. She is one of my favorite stamp makers, as well as Studio L2E, and you can find them both here on Instagram if you were interested. And again, I use the scented ink, so I'm just showing you the beautiful watercolors, how they turned out. I really like that spread a lot, August there. It's really pretty. So I did all my watercoloring in all my hobos all at once, like on different days until I was done. And that's how I ended up doing the variety of planners that I have. And then I used Carpe Diem month stickers for the months. I'm just showing you that, yes, I started this on the 29th, but it's private information in there because I have one of the sections is called feelings and how I feel. So I'm just basically not showing you what it says, but that I've actually, yes, done it. And then I have that little rose gold clip on the day that we're on. So tomorrow is going to be Monday. And then I have that Itajiki pencil board behind it. So I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the breakfast and the dinner stamp, as well as the stamp on the bottom left corner, where I'll show you in a minute here, that says menu, those are all from one stamp set from that one, from Studio L2E. And I will link her shop below as well. And then the lunch sticker did not, or stamp rather, did not come with the Studio L2E. And it is from I think a Michaels planner set and stamp set, and that I have had on hand for eons. And then I put transparent dots over the days of the week, and I'll link those below too. Very inexpensive. They come in rolls, so you can cut them and then keep them inside your planner flat. They come on larger rolls like the washi tape. And then that section says snack and time, and then movement and feelings. And that's how I've done it throughout. I just used my regular handwriting to write in the headers on the right-hand page. And then those pink tabs that you see for the monthly tabs are also from Amazon. Very inexpensive because I had a lot of planners to set up. So that is what I did. And I'm showing you how I'm utilizing the time section and the snack. So the snack goes up above. There's 10 squares. And then I go up 2 squares and I put the time because I'm going to start doing intermittent fasting, and I wanted a section to utilize for that as well. So I think I'm making pretty good use of each and every portion of this layout to get all the information that I need. So I'm just going to, on the fly here, I did go ahead and fill that in. That's the only thing I haven't done for the year when I set this up is do the lines. So I'll go through eventually and set them all up. And I don't use a ruler. I just go in freehand. And that's totally fine by me. And then I follow the lines down. But I'm doing this specifically just so I can show you how I'm going to utilize that box on the right-hand page of that box. Specifically for my intermittent fasting. So basically, and then I have a spot to put the time I start eating and the time I stop eating. And then above that will be where my snacks go. So that's how I have that laid out. And I'll put all the rest of the lines in on both sides of the pages at a later point. But I'm just showing you that I have this set up exactly the same because I started this in November. So I fleshed out how exactly I wanted to use it, and then I added a couple more things. And I like to do that, my kai, which is a Japanese word that means plans for your planner, basically. I like to do that with sticky notes. So there's my index, so page topic. And I left 3 pages for that. And then I'm going to jump right into my keto section. So this says indulgences. And at the bottom it says keto basics. And then I have a section for condiments. So when I'm doing meal prep or grocery shopping or anything like that, if I don't know something, like if it's not keto friendly, or it is keto friendly, I have a quick reference in this because I touch this book every day. And I really wanted that for my meal prep, because I find that if you set yourself up, not only with that, but a meal plan, which also, let me go back. On the bottom portion of that, I have my menu, and then I have a little section on the left that I had showed you previously that said water. And then I have my menu. So I can plan out my menu for the week. And then in my collection section here, I just have, this is just basic, different keto-friendly foods for every food group, like dairy and protein and starchy, non-starchy vegetables and sugar substitutes, basically. So that way I can do meal prep, because I find that if you plan your menu and then you do your meal prep for the week, then you know what you're going to do and you're setting yourself up for success. Whereas it's harder, at least for me, if I don't have that already situated for the week or for the month, depending on how busy I am with work. Because you can do it all at once and then be done and have your meals ready. And so I just like to have these quick reference lists, because I don't have all the keto foods memorized. So I like to have that information on hand in basically my nutrition and fitness journal. So I have easy access to it. And as well for my husband too, because usually we eat the same food, right? So it's just easier that way. Not that he needs to diet or anything like that, because he's in shape. But, it's just healthful choices of keto. And that's the section for nuts and seeds. But I also have that in a different section, like for plant-based protein options. So since I made this, I know that both of those same lists are in there. But like if my husband isn't familiar with a certain food, he might not know to look under that other section, but he can find it under nuts and seeds, obviously, easily. So, because we tend to do everything together, which is nice, But of course, like, let's say we're having hamburgers for dinner, right? He can obviously, and will, have a hamburger bun or two for his 2 burgers. But I can eat my burger on a portobello mushroom instead, And I'm totally fine with that. Because this keto diet really works, so I highly recommend it. So I just gave myself a nice little, step up, I think, by having this type of collection in my actual journal. So that way I can have success in this. So, and then I have indulgences and like sugar substitutes. And then I made a list of a swap out this for that list. And this is based off of the keto books. And I researched different keto books for quite some time until I found somebody I really thought was a good person to learn from. And that is Leanne Vogel. I got Keto for Women and the Keto Diet Cookbook, also by Leanne Vogel. And I will put those in the description box below. I really like these 2 books. It explains everything. So my information comes from that source. And then I made the food pyramid like I found in the book. I thought that was a fun little layout. And it has a lot of handy information. And then I have a list of just keto basics, like, what are the different things that you want to do to be successful utilizing the keto diet, right? So I have my journal right here with me because I can't necessarily read while I'm doing this voiceover. All those different layouts, but I know it's the keto basics, and then I go, what I have on there, basically, I'm just going to flip to it, are like, you know, you increase your intake of electrolytes, drink copious amounts of water, eat more fat, eat enough, do HIIT, you can add HIIT, high intensity interval training, supplements, supplement with exogenous ketones, and things of that nature. And then I go into the macros, and then now this page is about intermittent fasting, which is why I set that other page up. So I have little blurbs on each of those things. And then this one is basically about movement, strength building. I like to do Pilates. I've done it for years. I highly recommend it. High intensity interval training, which is the HIIT training. I'd like to start doing that as well. And then I have just different little example workouts for that in those sections. So, and then I'm showing that I wanted to leave space to like do other things like meal prep ideas and recipes. So I started the fitness portion from the back, and I hand lettered with the Pentel brush pen, signed brush pen, and I'll link those below. So I hand lettered all of this in this gorgeous orchid color for my exercise logs. So I haven't started exercising yet, but I wanted to have this ready for me for when I am. And it's not even halfway through the month, so I kept it simple. I put exercise type, intensity, length, and the time of day that I'm exercising. Because I do work full-time and a lot of extra hours, so I need to keep that in mind, what time of day I'm doing things, depending on what I'm doing for work and what time I'm working and things like that, to see what works out best for me. So I have a little clip at the bottom just so I can get to that super fast. And then I used, again, the Herbin ink with my fountain pen so it smells lovely to write the rest of these out. And then I put, you know, all the days of the month there. So these are my logs basically just for when I start exercising and then, or workout. As you can see, I changed it from exercise type to workout instead. So that's what I did. And I think this turned out really nicely. I'm glad I took the time to write those logs out so it's ready for me when I use it. And then I'm super glad that I took the time to flesh out my system. So now I'm very set in how I'm going to use it. So, you know, everything is ready to go for me. My menu, and incidentally, at the on the bottom, not on this monthly section, but on the weekly section there at the bottom, I have a place where it says menu, where I stamp that, where I also put in the word, you know, water, so I can keep track of how much water I'm actually taking in, because that's really important, especially if you're doing keto. And the keto diet really works. I wouldn't recommend dirty keto because it's just not healthful in the long term, but if that's all you can do, then, you know, I'm not giving any sort of medical advice, but, you know, if that's all you can do to lose the weight, at the beginning, by all means, do what you have to do. But I recommend, you know, obviously whole foods. And